Yeah, I just wanted to take a quick second to talk about survival mode. And if it's loud out here, apologies. But I've been seeing it a lot lately, of course. And, there's plenty of times in my own life where I've been in survival mode. And the thing about survival mode, it's a very protective thing. It serves its purpose. Like, we need a survival mode. But to get stuck in it, it starts to rob you, starts to eat at you. And the thing about survival mode is you can be in dire straits, survival mode. Things can be relatively cool and you can still be in survival mode because that's a mind state. It can never be okay. You know what I'm saying? You could have money in the bank and still be worried and have a lot of anxiety and, I've seen it rob a lot of people in a lot of different ways, whether it's a relationship or even a business relationship, you know what I'm saying? People know when you're in survival mode. When you're in survival mode, you have a certain kind of desperation to you. And that desperation is all in your aura, no matter what you look like, no matter how you dress, no matter anything, it's there. I remember many years ago when I was doing the hobosexual routine. I remember this one woman was like, "Are you here?" She would get so frustrated. And she was like, "Are you here because you want to be here? Or are you here because you got nowhere else to go," or whatever the case may be at the time. And for whatever reasons, I could not understand her frustration. But I understand it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's a business relationship, it's like people could tell if you're just desperate. People can tell if you're just desperate to get something from them or whatever, and it's hard to tell when someone's authentic, even with yourself. You know what I mean? Because when you're in survival mode, you're in animal mode. That's what that is. You're in animal mode because you're just trying to survive. The thing about survival mode is it blinds you. It blinds you to huge portals of opportunity right here in front of you. I've missed out on plenty because I'm just thinking about getting through the day. Maybe you can relate to that. Even like just in your routines and stuff like that, to be able to find that place inside and just look outside of yourself and your current self, current circumstances, and see whatever opportunity you might have in front of you. Because to be that person that you know that you are, to have those things, experience that stuff that you want to experience, it's going to take a chance. It's going to take a risk. It's going to look like a risk. It's going to look like a chance according to your survival mode mind. And the question is, it's going to come down to who you're going to be, who you're going to listen to. Survival mode has robbed a lot of people of a lot of different things. It can turn you into somebody you don't recognize when you look in the mirror. You can miss out on a lot, even if it's right in front of your face. If you can find a spot where you can look past whatever you got going on right now, then that's the beginning of everything. Anyone who's escaped survival mode, it didn't happen because circumstances made it, circumstances just happened and then, now I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. They had to find that light at the end of the tunnel inside. Speaking of which, we're about 24 hours away from closing down the special for the Saturnalia miracle ritual. It's a personalized ritual. It's not a group ritual. All right. It is also like 60% off right now, just because it is the holiday season. Like, we want to give the biggest bang for the buck, and you also get gifted our 2024 grand Road Open ritual on December 30th too. That's another personalized ritual. In other words, a ritual just done for you. It's not a group thing. It's done just for you. So this is looking like one of them chances, one of them opportunities, one of them portals. You know, one thing I've learned: you cast magic for opportunities. Your ass better stay ready, because they're going to come. Okay, the magic is not necessarily going to make you ready. You got to stay fucking ready. Whether that has to do with money, finances, whether that has to do with a relationship. Do you have the eyes to see who's really in front of you? What's really in front of you? Survival mode will make sure that you don't, okay? And the thing about survival mode, it's that hamster wheel. It's going to keep you there. It's all designed. Yes, you will survive, but you're going to just stay there on that hamster wheel. Get off the hamster wheel. Find that place inside of you where you could just catch that glimpse, that vision, that flash, because that flash turns into a solid scene that just plays out, that becomes your reality. Don't get trapped, because it is a trap. Part of survival mode is fear, a huge part anyway. You're constantly living in an influx of fear and anxiety and shit like that. You get to choose, though. We all get to choose. What's it gonna be? Many of you will let opportunities just continue to slide by, and you're not ready. And you know what? Maybe that's, I guess, how it's meant to be for you right now at this point, because whatever, I don't know. But some of you, your eyes awaken and your ears perk up, and something inside you recognizes. And even just recognizing isn't enough. You got to make that move on what you recognize. Make that move on what you recognize. It's actually not hard. It's actually simple. But the emotional chaos is what makes it really tough at times, especially to make that move. Anyways, this is Shango Ray. I just wanted to tell you that, though. The main message, don't let survival mode rob you. Survival mode also make you, everything's an end to a means. A means to an end, excuse me. A means to an end. You don't even enjoy none of your days. You're constantly thinking about the future, when it gets better, but you're missing out on fucking everything. Your whole life is on the cutting room floor. I got tired of living like that. I always want to just get through to today, because tomorrow is going to be so much better. That carrot on the fucking stick shit is real. Chasing that dragon, that's the real dragon. Don't get stuck. Get off the hamster wheel. Claim your Saturnalia miracle ritual today, right now. On the 12th, after the 12th, the price does go up significantly. And like I said, we start banging these out at the beginning of Saturnalia, which is December 17th. So there's not a whole lot of time, all right? But don't get stuck. Whatever you do, whether you do this or not, it doesn't matter. Well, this is just from the heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't get stuck. Find that place where you can see. And you'll know your next step. You'll know what to do. And it leads off the fucking hamster wheel. Alright? Peace and much love.